How's it going, chat?
Hello. how are you, Gastor?
I'm good. I'm good. I did a show this week where really fun room. Not a traditional stand-up space. One like those fancy like hotel rooms. I actually think you've done a show before too.
Hmm.
Uh but I was clearly not like the most success. I was the least successful person on the show. I thought everyone on the show is famous. Um I would say of the 5 booked comedians, I feel comfortable saying 2 of them have made $1 million from comedy over the last year. So they're like very different levels of comedy
Mm-hmm.
in terms of success. I had a great set. Audience was very happy with me. Went well. I would say like I kept getting that like they think it's a compliment and it comes from the right place, but it's not like, hey man, like you were my favorite. You should also have money. Like and it's like, thanks. I appreciate that energy overall. Admittedly, it also lets me know I've made some poor decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt really good about the show. And afterward, it was in a weird place in the city where I wasn't 100% sure I could drive. And I drive 99.9% of my shows. So I had
Right.
to take the train. And afterward, we hung out. We're on the rooftop afterward, after the show, mingling with people. People keep coming up. Hey, great set. I loved what you did. And I was getting kudos the whole night. And then at like 1:30, I got on a train and I realized like, yo, this is why like New York is so important to like any real like difficult pursuit. Cause you will feel like the yin yang of like doing
Oh.
well and reality of
Mm-hmm.
where you are in life
Mm-hmm.
so quick. Like I was feeling myself, shot. At like 12:30, I'm like, yo, I'm a god amongst men at this stand-up shit. You know? I know you rocking with these millionaires. They funny, ha ha. They got the views. I got the yuck yucks. Okay, I'll
Right.
bring the jokes. Okay, they forgot about they ain't in the real. They ain't in the trenches no more.
Mm-hmm.
And normally like that hubris, I
Right.
would have took it with me into my Pathfinder, and
Right.
I'd have just been in my head for like an hour and a half by myself while I blast Griselda, and like
Mm-hmm.
yell out like gangster rap lyrics, further enhancing that feeling. you
Sure.
know
Sure.
but instead I got on like a really lonely like Q train. um
Mm-hmm.
got off on Canal looking for my J.
Right.
And all of this is depressing at 1:30 because none of these trains run right at that time.
Right. Exactly.
And like the other energy happens where like you are going home with and in New York at these times, you got to understand that while not packed, there are significant people on these trains.
Right. Yes.
Like, so
Was
like
this on a weekend night?
a weekday. So
Oh, a
like
weekday. Okay.
I'm dealing with like people working. Like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
it's 1:30. I'm coming home or going to odd jobs. Or
Right.
I just did a service job. I'm coming home at the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I realized like, yo, New York gives no fucks at all. What like whatsoever. Like
Yeah.
I'm literally in a train. I was like, I did 3 shows that day ending with this big set. And I'm like, I've sincerely made 700 people laugh today.
Okay.
Like I had a good day. I sincerely made 700 people have a good time. Not talking shit, but talking shit. I feel like
Right.
I had the best set at the last show. That
Mm-hmm.
was the show where I was deaf the least known.
Right.
I hung out at the after party space of it,
Mm-hmm.
and several fans corroborated the feeling. Yep, that shit was fire. I love the other person, came for this person, came for that person, but you were the best set of the night. Felt great.
Right.
Then I had to swipe a Metro card and wait 40 minutes for a fucking train,
Right.
you know, find the best part of the platform that smelled the least, but still significantly like piss,
Right.
and take a train, get off on Canal, wait again for a J, and like
Uh-huh.
just watch everyone in New York that is also there because they got a dream,
Mhm.
and see the energy of like New York checking you. Like, nah, B, that you did that. That shit don't matter. 5 minutes later, you still here.
No, yeah, no, absolutely.
Do it again tomorrow, my G. Like that shit is it's incredible. Like how much of a reality check that is. That like the work matters and it makes you better, and you can have that, but understand that like you can't have that because you did it once. You do it
Right.
once, you still back on this train.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like that's just cute. There's been a ton of people that have done it once, but if you don't want this like 2 a.m. train life, you
Mhm.
better do this like consistently.
Yeah, there's something very, there's just there's a whole vibe of, like, doing well on a show and then coming home and eating instant ramen. Just coming home and being in your sad sweats or your sad pajamas or nightgown, or not even nightgown, just a t-shirt. Just Winnie the Poohing it in your bed, eating instant ramen and drinking the rest of a Gatorade you forgot to put back in the fridge. You're just like,
Oh.
"Yep, killing them, had them dying." And so many people saying, "Oh, I gotta work with you on stuff." And I'm like, "Can you work with me to find my pants? Because 'Cause I'm just here in a shirt. We're eating instant ramen." It is. It's a moment. Yeah, my street guarantees me that even if I were to take a car home, I still gotta just get to my front door, and that alone, there's enough for me to be like, "Oh, yeah, that's right."
Yo. Yo. And it was garbage day. I got home, I had to throw out trash. Like,
Yeah, see? That's cute. What you're doing is cute,
yeah,
but
B.
trash
Sanitation ain't
gotta
gonna
go.
care tomorrow. Yeah, like they
Yeah.
still picking up. That
Mhm.
shit was so like reality check to me.
Yeah, it's very funny how that happens. I
Hell
love
yeah.
it, but also, I mean, damn. Give me a minute. Let me Can I just I mean, that's why there's something to be said, for the confidence that comes with being, having your own car
Yeah.
and drive so that you can build yourself up or deconstruct yourself or do all that in the privacy of your own car instead of having to do that on the train.
Yo. Kudos to you people that have like taken trains to shows. I didn't
Mhm.
realize how much the car played a role in my
Yeah.
success in comedy.
Yeah, it
Like,
does. Because if you go to any other city where, having a car is necessary and you see their scene and you
yeah,
see a bunch of people, a lot of folks who are very confident and not that great. You're
yeah,
like, "What is that?" Well, what that is they don't have something reminding them, "Hey, man, so what? You gotta do
word.
better." They all they have is their car with their music.
Yo.
Yeah, so, I mean, I do what I can on the train. I usually have headphones on so I can immediately like, if I could, I'd just end all my sets by putting my headphones on and going, "Well, I'm back into my world," you know? "Thanks for listening, and I'm just gonna be over there listening to somebody else." So, that's what I would do, but I can't. But
Hey,
yeah, that plays a
uh,
huge part.
yo, it was powerful, sincerely. I even remember like, I left the party because, like, I knew, like, the power ran out. Like,
Mm,
we did the show,
mhm,
and, like, it was, like I said, it was in, like, one of these high rises, and then the one floor up was, like, a really nice rooftop that's, like, popular. So, like, they had, like, half people there just on regular rooftop dates, and the
right,
other half were people that were, like, capping off the night of being at the
mhm,
show. So
right,
the whole time people's walking up to me like, "Oh, that was incredible," giving me props. And like at 1:25, right
mhm,
before I left, I saw two young ladies like walk over to like me and a couple other comics talking.
uh-huh,
Um, and they wanted to take a picture, but like the comic that was talking to me didn't see them, so he was still like talking. So I
right,
was trying to like pivot to like let him see, hey, these women are here. Let's like take a picture with them. They're fans,
Right.
you know. And I saw the young ladies look at each other and like decide like we don't need this fucking picture and walk away. And like I realized like, oh, like the fame is running out of this
Running
moment.
low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. They like it started hitting. I'm like, this dude ain't. He's like, he got like 4,000 Instagram followers. You gonna get over this shit, you know? Like, who's this picture for? You know?
Right, right, right.
And I saw them just go back to their table, and I was like, yep, it's over. That's it. We
Yep,
back
that's it.
to regular, you know? And then I get on this train. I was like, yeah, it's definitely done. And like the phone is like such a perfect reality check of it, because like when you first sit on the train
Mhm.
after a good set, my Instagram will be like 15 new follows,
Mhm.
and my texts are Gabby saying like, "Don't forget to pick this up."
Right.
You know, like, oh yeah, like this is life. Like I like someone just saw me do Superman shit, but like I'm a regular dad going
Right.
home to regular life right now,
Mhm.
and this is the majority of my day.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Straight up.
I'm alone. I'm single. I could continue this delusion for many, many just never. I could just walk around and throw glitter on my own feet if I wanted to, but I'm like, that's not that's not feasible.
I'm gonna start taking the train more to shows. Like sincerely, I found it like powerful. Like I don't know. I want to figure out the right balance. Like if I'm feeling too like high on myself, I'm gonna purposely take trains.
Right.
I feel like it's important to be like, yo, you still in it. You
Yeah,
know?
right. Yeah.
But if I'm doing like a big show, maybe I drive that week, you know? Like I need to feel myself a little bit before taping. You know?
That's true. That's true. You got to figure out like what show do I need to pump myself. I mean, like honestly, it's not bad to take a train if you're working out some stuff
Yeah.
and you've said something and you think it went well. It's good to take a trade then to kind of figure out what it was that you said, especially if you said something off the cuff and
Right.
it worked really well. To figure out, okay, there's that thing. Just how do I get there again? Where was I coming from when I even thought of that? So it's good to like kind of deconstruct your sets
Yeah.
in a way. That it's a little harder to do while you're driving because usually when you're driving, you're trying to um entertain yourself while driving,
Right,
hence
right.
music and all that shit. But on a train, you're not in charge, and also you're trying to get yourself home safely. On a
Right,
train, you're
right.
not necessarily doing that, so you can take a moment to just go, "What did I do, and can I do that again? Can that be replicated, or was that a once in a lifetime moment?" That kinda stuff.
Yeah.
So it's helpful then, but when you're like, "No, I gotta go and smash it in front of these people doing my A material," then yeah, go ahead and drive. Go ahead and drive, you could do that.
Hell yeah. It was good. It was a good learning experience. It was interesting. But yeah, I think that balance is necessary. I'm gonna start incorporating that more.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know?
absolutely.
Yeah, it's just good. It was it like evened out the night. I don't like I feel like if I would have drove home,
Mhm.
like I might still be up today from that. You know, like I had to just be like, yo, you don't know what
Yeah.
I did. Shot's crazy. You know, we gonna make it.
Yeah, you
Like,
probably need to train more than the average person maybe.
yeah, yeah. The train is vital. Shouts to the MTA, man. Keep doing what y'all doing.
What? No, do it better. Don't listen to him.
Everybody shits on y'all, not being reliable, but they don't understand that what you're offering isn't transportation, it's therapeutic. That's what's really happening out there. You were putting people in
It
their
really
place.
is more than just transport with the MTA. It really is like a, you know, how do you work out various scenarios that you wouldn't normally have to deal with? It is a bit more.
you
It's
know,
transit and a bit more, I think is
Eh,
the new slogan.
that's a beautiful brand. Yo, pay that woman, okay? Send her all the checks right there for the rebrand.
Yep.
Transit and a bit more. The MTA. I love that. That's catchy as fuck, Ja. Hell yeah. Let's get into the news.
Alrighty.
Elephants trample man to death after villagers killed a 1-year-old calf. That's right. Elephants have trampled a man to death in India after villagers killed the 1-year-old calf that belonged to the herd. Villagers in Cobra in the India state of Chhattisgarh had allegedly killed the calf earlier in the week and buried it in Bania village. Divisional Forest Officer Pramlata Yadav told the news. Human and elephant conflict has been on the rise. Yeah, that's such a dope sentence. Human elephant conflict has been on the rise in India for years.
Can't we
Villagers
all just get along? Come on.
Villagers sometimes kill elephants in retaliation for crop raiding incidences, which can often lead to dangerous incidences as such as this one. The calf's herd of 44 elephants entered the nearby Devmati village on Thursday and trampled Pintawar Singh to death while he had been tending to his cattle. Officials uncovered the calf's body from a farm in Bania village where it had been buried and covered with paddy to hide it. The owner of the farm was detained by officials. It is not clear if Singh was involved with the killing of the calf.
Okay, wait. Here's the I mean, look, we spent a full 2 weeks on that elephant that killed that old lady
Oh
on
yeah.
some old she know what she did thing. So it's definitely, this beef is real. This is real beef out here. Don't poo-poo it. This shit is real. So I'm trying to figure out why the calf was even killed. Like, humans, don't you know what's going to happen?
Yo,
It just feels reckless to be killing elephants. I mean, I guess if elephants are coming in and raiding your crops, that's also an issue. But I don't know if killing is the way to do it because they're going to retaliate. You're not.
yo.
It's not like, oh, these elephants are coming in, they're raiding our crops. Let's kill one of them and send them a message.
Right.
Did you not see the rest of The Godfather? Like,
Yo, also like, you know how like you don't mess with the white boy that runs with the hood squad?
yes,
You don't mess with the calf that runs with elephants.
I
Okay?
know.
Like of all the calves to kill, don't kill the one with 44 elephants running with it. Like that
Like,
just seems like, yeah, I don't know what he did to prove himself, but let that dude rock.
every time a young person was killed in any dance movie, that's what galvanized the people to do a big dance performance at the end of the movie.
What if that's all the elephants are doing? Yo,
On a
they not
person,
kill.
on one person.
We came here to step our way to love, okay? You know what I mean?
And you just keep getting underfoot. We're here dancing. We're trying to broker a truce, and you keep getting underneath our feet and dying.
1, 2. Hell yeah. I love that. Now they just peacefully like trying to bring it, okay? Doing shoulder shrugs, elephants doing Harlem shakes, you know?
Harlem. Oh my gosh.
Know what I mean?
Look, we got to stop, everybody. We got to stop fucking with these elephants. I know it's hard. But they know too much. You know what I mean? Don't They come back. They remember. I can't believe we've been saying that elephants never forget. Did we
Yo,
forget that we said that? Because
real talk.
that's still the case. Look, I don't want no beef with no elephant. You want my hut, you got my hut. You want my crops, you know what? I'll order out. I'll get something. I'll get something delivered to the house. I'm not gonna.
I said, let these elephants leave them alone, okay?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Let them do their flash mobs, and we'll be better for it, okay? Let them
yeah.
dance whatever they want to dance. All right, they deserve it.
But also, if you've got some footage of like an elephant being menacing for no reason, let us know. Like, get the word out on the mean elephants. Where
Yeah.
are the elephants with the leather jackets on? Let us know who the bad eggs are.
Elephant Fonzie, okay?
Yeah,
I want to see
like,
this dude.
they can't all be good. I understand that. So let's see what the bad ones look like. They're probably the ones smoking cigarettes.
That's it. You seen elephants in a
know.
street car named Desire, okay? They out there.
An elephant in an undershirt.
Got cigarettes rolled up in his sleeve. Okay. I seen these thug elephants.
Oh my gosh, a Marlon Brando elephant. Yeah, just let us know when you see one of those. Just Paul Newman and HUD. Let us know when you see one of those. Oh my
In
gosh.
other news, protests ban at Florida university after an anti Sessi or Sacy rally. The University of Florida is going to start enforcing a decades old prohibition against indoor protests following a raucous demonstration earlier this month against the election of U.S. Senator Ben Sassy.
Sassy, probably.
Sassy, yeah. That's wow.
It's
Ben
Florida, so
Sassy
I'm sure it's just sassy. Ben Sassy.
against the selection of U.S. Senator Ben Sassy as a finalist for the school's president job. Sassy, a Republican in his second Senate term, has drawn criticism from some at the school for his opposition to same-sex marriage. The current university president, Kent Fuke. I don't know. Fuchs?
I hope it's. I don't even know.
I don't know what I'm hoping for. Like,
okay. Fuch.
Fuck is validly like an option here. But
yeah,
it
it
can't
is.
be it.
But that can't be. Anyway, the current university president, Kent. What's his name? Kent.
Kent said on Monday in a letter to the university community that a protest at a forum where Sassy was taking questions on October 10th made it difficult to hear the Nebraska senator's responses as demonstrators were banging their fists on windows, walls, and furniture. Because of the demonstration involving 1,000 protesters, the discussion had to be moved online and shortened. While the university supports the First Amendment right to free speech, with this commitment comes an obligation to protect the rights of everyone in our community to speak and to hear, Kent said.
Get the fuck out of here. Everyone, you know what? You did that. There's an obligation to protect the rights of everyone in our community to speak and hear. Well, they couldn't hear. They couldn't speak. You moved that shit online.
Yeah.
Case closed. Calm down.
Done, Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, you did it. Like, I don't pull out some old school, like, you're not allowed to protest when the sun is up, or if anyone in your group is wearing green or anything like that. Like, let it. They don't want this cat.
Yeah.
They don't want this cat. They're ignoring them, and they're making it so that they can't be ignored.
Yo, you got
That's
1,000 kids from the University of Florida to get together. Nowhere near the Gators, nowhere near the football team.
Mm-mm.
Like, they believed in this.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're acted, and this is the president that's affecting them, their community, their school. They're telling you, yo, we don't vibe with homeboy. You know what I mean? Just because you are an old head in Florida and you are pushing for this dude as university leadership, you gotta listen to the people in the community telling you, hey, we don't want to rock with this dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, if that's a good point about this is what he'd be walking into. Like, if you give him the job, this is what it means. It means someone mocking him every day at that job, because kids, look here, college kids, they don't give a fuck. They don't. They will and protest now, and especially this younger generation. They truly are like, no, we ain't do. What I won't do is that's Gen Z's slogan. Gen Z, what we won't do is so like. Yeah, so like, that's no good.
No bueno. A lot of people are questioning, by the way, his besides his issues with same-sex marriages, others are questioning his qualifications to run a school with more than 50,000 students, and the secretive selection process that has been used to choose Sassy. New Florida law allows universities to conduct much of the process outside of the state's open meetings and public record laws. And Sassy, while previously serving as a president at another university, Midland University, that university in Fremont, Nebraska, has only 1,600 students.
Come on.
Yeah, no. You was running a junior high school, my G.
Yeah. They want him in there so that they have a DeSantos friendly, like friend,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you want a guy who technically has run a school before.
Word
I
up.
think that's how many people were in my high school. Like, give me a
Yo.
break. And so then things can be implemented, and you've got this guy at running, being the president to do so because he believes as DeSantis believes.
Yeah, nah,
That's bullshit. Never mind all the people who go to that school. So yeah, y'all keep yelling. And honestly, don't just keep yelling. Switch it up, right? So we see that they've enacted this for you. This a decades old thing of indoor protests. So you can't do it indoor, right? Got to do it outdoor. Or you can do it indoor, just has to look a different way. Right? Like
yeah.
let's think broader on how to protest this dude. And how you're going to get the word out. You know what I mean? Which, I mean, you kids, you're probably doing it anyway. No joke. This probably came through and you're like, bet, I got you. And you're going
Word.
to come up with a different way that these old people won't know how it works. So more of that. Like, switch it up. Let's be liquid with it. You know
Hell
what I mean?
yeah. Keep that
Because
energy going, B.
we can't have this. We can't have this shit happening. We just can't have this happening. It's bullshit.
Yo. Fun fact, by the way, there
Uh
are
huh.
7,700 members of Florida University at any given time that are members of Greek life. So like the Greek pledges at
Mm-hmm.
Florida are still 5 times bigger than the size of the last colleges dude worked at. So yeah, he ain't ready
True.
for this
No, he's not.
at all.
Not at all.
Yeah, homie,
But
this shit.
he's probably not gonna do anything anyway. He's gonna do whatever he's told from the powers that be
Yeah, B.
around what's his name. So yeah, no, don't vote for him.
Nah,
Mm-mm.
man. I respect y'all, University of Florida students. Good luck with this.
Yeah.
Um, Finally, Social Security whistleblowers say they were sidelined for exposing fines. Two senior Social Security officials who exposed massive, unprecedented fines imposed on disabled and poor elderly people, prompting multiple inquiries and halting the practice, now say they've faced ongoing backlash from their supervisors for speaking out. Jocelyn Fooney and Deborah Shaw, veteran attorneys in the Social Security Administration's Inspector General Office, were removed from their jobs and placed on paid leave after expressing concerns about the fines, then eventually reinstated. But since returning to work under Inspector General Gail Enos, they said they have been excluded from meaningful assignments, given tasks below their experience and abilities, shut out of meetings and collaboration with colleagues, and denied opportunities for advancements. Their claims were echoed in contemporary emails with management officials and backed up by two senior officials familiar with their work climate who spoke under condition of anonymity to discuss internal matters. Uh, Funi said,
Hmm.
I have literally begged for meaningful work. My pleas for meaningful work continue to fall on deaf ears, and I have no seat at the table with the inspector general or her senior staff. They pretend I don't exist, hoping that eventually I will exhaust my emotional and financial resources and walk away. Um, as some examples, where we're at here, I was reading some of them earlier. For the first 6 weeks of Funi's return to work, her only assignment was to read two books on resilience and spirituality. Her latest assignment is evaluating the department's administrative functions, a task requiring auditing skills that she doesn't have. Her supervisor directed her in writing to seek his permission before speaking with colleagues to complete her assignments. Funi was not given a performance plan, a key foundation for year-end appraisals and pay dividends, for more than 7 months after repeated requests. She said the plan she eventually received was not based on senior executive level work. Funi's supervisor at one point told her to join a committee redesigning a logo, a role for which she was turned down because she lacked the necessary skills. Like, this is dope. People don't give a fuck at all. Shaw,
Wait.
what happened?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And Shaw, who returned to work in early 2020 after 4 months, she too appealed the agency's action to the Merit System Protection Board. She was demoted from a supervisory GS-15, the highest pay grade on the scale that sets salaries for civilian federal employees, lost the staff that she supervised and continued to face a 45-day unpaid suspension that the Inspector General's office had proposed when she was marched out of headquarters.
Huh, wait, okay, let me just make sure I understand because that was a lot.
Yeah.
So these two saw fines that were being applied to disabled people and elderly people, and they were like, "Hey, those fines aren't cool." And because of that, they got their work cut down. First, they were put on suspension and
Yep.
then brought back, and then their work duties were severely lessened. Yes?
Yep.
And I think one of them was fired.
Yeah.
Okay. After being told to do jobs that she did not have the skills to do.
And
Look, uh, it's very tough for whistleblowers.
mhm.
Like, it's a ballsy thing to do, and you never know how it's going to play out, and you always hope that it goes well, but it it can take people a while. Not everyone is inclined to call out what they see that's wrong, especially when it comes to work, right? Because that's how you make your money.
Right.
So, like, how much do you wanna stir up shit? Meanwhile, there are plenty of people who are calling out all kinds of tiny things that don't matter at all. So, it takes a lot of gumption to finally be like, "Look, this isn't right." And I'm kind of glad, although this is bullshit, um, across the board, I'm glad that these 2 have each other, that both of them were like, "Hey, this isn't right,"
Yeah.
because it's definitely bad when you're going it alone, even though it's the 2 of them, and I'm sure they got their own shit from various directions individually. Um, that's still why I mean, like, unless it's a lot of you, it's really hard eh, to get some traction maybe. I don't
Mm.
know. And all I know of whistleblowing is what I see in movies, right? So it either works out for the whistleblower or they disappear. But you know what I mean? It's a binary. Either the whistleblower says it and the wackiness is getting people to believe them and then they do believe them and everything's fixed, or the whistleblower says it and then you don't see him anymore in the movie. And now like Matt Damon has to come through or some shit, right? So uh but really it's more of a slow it's a disintegration
Yeah.
is what it really is. And that just makes me sad when I see that and scared,
Word.
I'm scared all the time. I don't know if anyone I don't know if I have it in me um to do what these 2 people did, which I'm glad they did do because now we see.
Right.
But and I don't know if they'll I hope that people will see this and not be too scared to continue to call out bullshit when they see it, especially in our government now, especially now that we've learned that government can has been winging it this entire time. Like we knew, but after COVID, we were like, oh, so no one knows anything?
At
Great.
all.
And so like I support the spirit of just being like, hey, this is bullshit. Hey, that over there, that is also bullshit. That person knows nothing. I'm in the
Mhm.
one keeping all of this afloat. You know what I mean? Like I support that now because we've seen that look, someone pulled back that fucking Oz curtain, and now we see
Straight
the
up.
dude behind Oz, and we're just like, this guy? No, we can do better. And it's working and it's not, but it's like I said, like we're the country is unionizing more, and we're not taking a lot of bullshit. And I'm glad that there was a story about these people. I hate that this happened, but I hope that something good does come of it in a Aaron Brockovich way, and that they don't disappear. But
I thought it was gonna be like in that they get a movie, but yeah.
huh? Yeah, no, I mean, I just watched Aaron Brockovich recently, so I got whistleblowers on the brain. But
Oh man.
anyway, good luck to them.
Yo,
I know
rooting for
that's
y'all.
your line. I know rooting for y'all. Yeah, I know that's your line. But
If you would like uh to sign up to be a potential future whistleblower on the war report.
Okay, wait.
You
Hold
know what I
on. You
mean?
can't don't sign up. What are you doing?
You
The
gonna
whole thing.
you're gonna
It's
uncover the like crazy way that we frivolously spent our budget on sneakers. Okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna come out one day. Okay,
Yeah, if you really got behind the scenes of back here, it would blow your mind.
yo, shoelaces alone, frivolous
Nuts.
spending.
Yep,
You
yep.
know, all you gotta do is like, subscribe to the show, baby. If you are Apple, Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars. Real talk, you gonna let it slide. You understand we need these sneakers. We old, baby. My feet hurt. Okay. 5 stars, you gonna pitch in on the lie. Let us get away with this and help us get more sneakers. You know, why not? You know, I'm terrible at this whistleblowing thing, as you can see.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
If you
You were probably just blowing whistles and you think you're just having small talk. You don't even know. Hey, did y'all know? Blah 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 blah. And it's like Gastor. You just called out that entire department. Huh? I didn't know. I thought
yo,
everybody knew they were bullshitting.
straight up,
So
I did that
yeah.
so much at Frito Lay.
I bet you
Yo,
did.
I caused so many fires. It's like, but like, yo, because like if you're gonna be bullshitting, like it should just be like you should own it. You know, I
Mhm.
don't know, own your bullshit. So yeah, I was just, yeah, I had a whole bunch of people like, hey, yo, you can't say that. It's already been said, brother. Already out there. I told you when I first got hired over there, like a year into me being there, I was doing really well
Mhm.
on the routes, and they was talking to me about becoming a manager,
Mhm.
and the the salespeople were trying to leave the union.
Mm.
So we would have like meetings where like the managers would talk to the sales reps about what could potentially happen if they deunionize. You know, they were trying to like answer questions. And then also union people would have meetings outside of the property to talk to them about why they should unionize or whatever.
Right.
And somebody wanted to deunionize, but most people did not.
Mhm.
So the sales managers were super on board with this shit. I had mad questions. I was like, yo, like, it's my first real job. I got kids,
Right.
you know? So like I was asking, like, I would like the managers would be like, this is why you should deunionize. And they would like present shit. And I was poking crazy holes into the shit. Not because I was anti-manager or because I was pro or anti-union. I wanted
Right.
to genuinely know, yo, like, this is how my kids eat. I need real answers for this shit. So
Right.
like
Yeah.
the so like I would go to meetings and like after the meeting, the managers will pull me aside, like, yo, G, you know, like we pushing for you to become a manager, but like if word gets back to our bosses that the biggest headache in the deunionization is the guy that's gonna be a manager, it makes it really hard to get you promoted. And I'm like, I hear you, but like, shouldn't you have better answers for this than like, yo, stop asking questions? Like, you know, like, like, what do you want me to say? I don't, what the problem is it? And then like they didn't realize that like I would go to a union meeting and the union
Mhm.
reps hated me too. Like, cause I was asking a shit ton of questions there, like, yo, why are we doing this, this, and this? Like,
Right.
you get $65 a month from all of us. This is like 400 people here. That's a lot of money for me to see one dude every 4 months. You know,
Right.
so like what y'all doing? And like then they would pull me aside. They're like, yo, ain't you in the union? Like, why you asking all these questions that's gonna lead to like deunionizing us? I'm like, ain't you the head of the union? Why don't you have better answers for my question? I felt, I don't know. I'm with it, yo. Let all that shit burn, B. Okay? If they don't got answers, that's on them. Okay? Ask the real questions. Hell
Oh,
yeah. That's why
wow.
I'm okay
Yep.
with the whistleblower joining because I ain't got nothing to hide. Okay. You ask me a question, I'm gonna tell you the answer. This is the situation. Okay. It's what we in. Okay. Hell yeah. I spent too much on sneakers. Okay. Hell yeah. Shalewa got 400 pair of glasses. That's what the budget is for. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Goddamn right. Do we want
It's
a podcast studio?
costuming.
No.
Yeah.
We want to record from our bedrooms like we continue and will continue to do. Okay. but we want to look great doing it. I know you can't see my sneakers on the podcast. Who cares? Okay? This is what we do. Okay?
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. It's been
Well,
a weird
yeah.
ending to another episode of the War Report. Uh, Shalewa, I'm Gastor Almonte. Shalewa's gonna drag me off of the soapbox. Catch y'all next time. Peace.